Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to General Geekery. As JD and I go through the G.I. Joe A Real American Hero line 1982 to 1984, we pick out our two top favorite figures from each year, as well as a weak link or our least favorite figure from that particular year, as well as some hidden gems, some of the figures that either didn't get our attention the first time around or just kind of an excuse to throw in another favorite figure from that particular year. And this year is 1994. So we're going to wrap it all up this year. Hopefully, you've enjoyed watching me eat popcorn and my dog phase in and out, and watching JD customize as we pick our favorite figures from every year. This has been a fantastically fun podcast to do. It's been annoying as hell to edit, so I hope you've enjoyed it. Let's jump into 1994.
Which brings us to 1994, the last year of Real American Hero, and this is where we're going to. I'm probably only going to pick. Well, no, I got two top ones here. So give me your first one.
Lifeline.
Yeah.
As much as I absolutely loathe the character of Lifeline,
He's a paramedic.
because, huh?
He's a paramedic.
No. That part's good. It's what the Sunbow cartoon did
Yeah.
to Lifeline that forever sullied that character for me. Well, plus, I didn't like the original figure. The bright red was too bright.
Oh yeah,
and
dude,
that,
I would never wear something like that.
No. See, I thought the red safety vest on Battle Core Lifeline, yeah, it's red, but it's not obnoxious. Where Lifeline version 1, it's too bright, and he had that smile on his face. I hate that character. But I really liked the Battle Core Lifeline from '94. He was cool.
Right.
Although he always looked to me like he was supposed to be another Coast Guard character, I was fine that they made him.
Yeah, he does that. Yeah, that would work really well for Coast
Guard. I could see him rappelling down from the white and orange helicopter in the middle of the ocean to rescue a capsized, the crew of a capsized boat or something. But he's a great figure.
Yeah, okay. Mine is gonna come as no surprise to you, and it's Shipwreck version 2, which should be Torpedo.
No shit, huh? Yes, it should be.
That's what Torpedo should have been originally.
I
think the dive suit is a perfect shade of gray. I think the rebreather is awesome. I like the fact that it plugs into his chest, so it's kind of reminiscent of like the Drager rebreathers that the Navy SEALs use. But
I really like the diving mask he comes with.
Yes.
I
really liked that figure when I found out that was a thing. When I started collecting figures again, it was one of the first ones I got. I really liked that figure. Comes with a version of Hit and Run's gun, a version of Shockwave's pistol, and a version of Bullhorn's bullpup kind of style rifle. So he came with a bunch of cool weapons. That's going to be my top pick for that year. So
he came with a bunch of cool weapons, and they were cast in black plastic. They weren't,
neon.
Green. Yeah.
So give me your second one there if you can.
Metalhead. Metalhead version 2 has kind of the messy hair.
Yeah.
And and he's got this big
grin.
Yes. He's got the 2 steps short of institutionalized crazy going that the personality as portrayed in the cartoon had, and the original figure never could match it. I felt like there was finally a Metalhead figure that again matched the cartoon.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind the colors. I didn't mind the accessories or any of that. yeah, he was cool looking. And he was close enough in colors to pretend that he was an Iron Grenadier because, yeah, he wasn't overtly Cobra or anything.
No,
And it was
still in red,
and it's
silver,
where we found out
black.
that his hobby was hockey fight analysis.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. The dog is down here with a ball. So
I figured.
My second one, I'm going to go with Viper version 4. That's one I completely missed. I really like the sculpt on that. The colors are kind of a little weird, but I kind of like it.
He made a great Iron Grenadier in 2005.
Oh, yeah? Huh.
Look at the Iron Anvil from the
Yes.
Collectors Club set that year. Yeah.
I think I have one of the club, one of the updated, the new sculpt anvils.
Yeah. That Iron Anvil proved that the Viper version 4 sculpt was actually really cool. I think if it had been in dark blue like the original Viper, I think it would have been a cool update. But as it was, you know, the purple
and the orange and the gray. Yeah, but you know, if somebody asked me if I wanted one, I'd say yeah, I'd like to have that figure. And I wouldn't mind having the club version either, because that was one of the figure subscription service figures too.
You know, I did have a 94 Viper, and if I'm not mistaken, yes, I was 14. Yes, I was still buying toys. No, I did not care. I want to say I think I used it as the Annihilator because I no longer had one, and the color scheme was an inburst kind of version.
Yeah.
Same type of cool, creepy helmet and everything. Yeah. I think that's a great Iron Grenadier in the original color scheme and in the later color scheme.
Yeah, I don't know that there's enough to pick a weak link here. For me, I would say I absolutely detest the Major Blood. I do not like that sculpt at all.
That is the only version of Major Blood that I outright dislike. On one of the elbows, he's got the spike sculpted there. That's about this long. It's huge. It's cool. But outside of that arm, the rest of that figure sucks.
Yeah,
and that spike, that spike, if you weren't careful with it, would break. So
yeah, the picture that's on Yo Joe's, they've cut the spike off of the picture, so I can't see it. I'll have to look for that. So yeah.
Oh, go to 3djoes.com.
Oh yeah,
and you can do that. You know, that turnaround that Carson put on there. So,
okay, yeah, I'll take a look at that later. So give me a weak link there if you can.
Oh, I can.
Boy, that's hideous.
I really hang on. Sorry, I got distracted. I really disliked that Flint figure.
Flint.
The head is gigantic.
Oh. Yeah.
And he does, to me, he looks like I felt like the sleeveless desert soldier look was done better by both Desert Scorpion and Dusty from 1991.
Yeah.
And it just, everything that was iconic about Flint with the first figure
is gone.
There's none of, there is no magic at all. There is other than, I mean, the helmet sculpt's kind of cool, even though it's not painted very well, because you realize it's actually the beret with like the fabric curtain flap hanging kind of.
Yeah, that's weird.
But aside, there's nothing Flint about that figure at all. There's no, and I can't even say, oh, it looks like it should have been somebody else because it doesn't look like anybody in particular. They could have put any code name on that figure and it would still be just as blasé as it was as Flint.
Well, and to call him a desert paratrooper, I mean, it's, that could have been. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. They could put anybody else's code name on that, and it would still.
Yeah, it's a bizarre figure. It's the card art's kind of cool. The figure itself, there's pieces of the figure, like I like the leg sculpts and the design, but not on that figure, not altogether. It's really weird.
I don't think I can pick a hidden gem. There's just not enough figures in this wave. My top two figures are the only ones I like. The third one is the Beachhead because it's a repaint of the version 2, but I do not like the yellow. I don't think the yellow works. I don't like that Alley Viper. I don't think I can pick the Stalker looks completely disproportionate.
He is disproportionate. Again,
he looks like a lanyard figure.
He's got real skinny legs. The one nitpick that I have with that diving suit shipwreck that you pointed out is he uses the waist and legs of wetsuit version 1, and I think that they're too skinny for the upper body. He looks disproportionate. I actually wish that they'd given that shipwreck a different pair of legs so he didn't look so gangly. And I feel like that 94 Stalker, that 94 Stalker has the same problems. He's got real skinny legs. Plus, he's got those weird boots on that look puffy.
Same with his chest. I mean, his chest looks just huge.
Yeah, his chest has a lot going on with the sculpt, and it could have been really cool, but there's just so much going on with it. It's too busy, and it all gets lost. And repainting that figure in brown and green later as Sidetrack in 2002 really just didn't do it any favors. You realize, that whole sculpt is just meh.
Yeah. So that is G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, 1982 to 1994 in its entirety. We've picked our two favorite figures. We've picked our least favorite figures, and we've picked out some that we think, you may have missed, or ones that we just would have liked. We could not pick enough figures because all in all, this is an amazing toy line. There are tons and tons of awesome figures. A lot of creativity went into this. A lot of room for imagination went into it. The fact that all the equipment is so interchangeable makes this a toy line that, even though there are better figures out, I think a lot of it still stands the test of time to collectors and customizers alike. So what's really kind of cool with our video podcast format now is it's more or less interactive. So pull up a copy of yojo.com or 3djoes.com, pick up a list while you're watching this, and go back through this and agree with this or disagree with this, and tell us what you like, what you thought were what is your favorite figure for each year, what's your least favorite figure for each year, and why.
And feel free to mention why JD's opinions make no damn sense on any notes. I get it. I've always had odd opinions on things. So feel free to disagree, or feel free to say, how dare you hate AAA, you're dead to me, because I don't understand that. I'm the only person who truly hates it. So, but yeah, that's, wow. Yeah, you know what? It was a big line, the original line. It lasted for 12 years, and they put out hundreds upon hundreds of figures and vehicles and playsets, and there has never been a toy line like it. There will never be another toy line like it. G.I. Joe Real American Hero is the greatest toy line in the history of toys.
Absolutely.
And all the great people at Hasbro that we have to thank for it, Dave Kunitz, Kirk Bazigian, Ron Brudette, Guy Cassidy, all these people that worked on this line, they just design geniuses create heart. It's the heart and soul of what a toy line made by passionate people for passionate fans could be.
And I mean, JD's absolutely right. I mean, G.I. Joe still holds, I mean, like the biggest toy ever made. You know, the biggest playset ever made.
The flag. Yeah. The 7.5 foot long aircraft carrier. Nope. Yeah, I don't think there ever has been a toy that big.
No.
Made for a toy line of much smaller things.
No, it is the biggest, still is the biggest playset ever made. So
it's crazy. I mean, how do you have a toy line that not only revives a property that was dead for a toy company, but it marks, because the original line, it was just a test. They were hoping it was going to work. But for a toy line to exceed expectations that far and still have as big a group of fans of grown-up, middle-aged men still celebrating it like we always did, is a testament to how truly great it was.
Absolutely. So with that, I think that we will call it an episode there. Of course, sound off in the comments. And as always, suggest ideas for future shows. We're always open to other ideas. But this has been one of my favorite podcasts to do because...
Me too. That was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it really brings back childhood a lot of childhood memories. It helps you rediscover a lot of the stuff that you've missed. Like I said, I think by and large, my choices have changed since the last time I did this.
Some of mine did, some of mine didn't.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm always going to pick Alley Viper and Night Viper for 89. That's never going to change.
Yeah, like, Low Light 91. It's all, but some of my choices changed. Some of the reasoning changed. But
absolutely. I mean, I've discovered a lot of figures even since the last time we did this, and I think we did it like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, it was about 2 years.
So, so thanks for watching, and tune in for the next episode.
And there you have it, 1994. That wraps it all up for the Real American Hero line. Not a lot of good or bad stuff that year. It was just all kind of there. Kind of went out on a meh note. We hope that you've enjoyed watching the show, picking out your favorite figures from every year, reminiscing about your least favorite figures, and maybe even discovering a couple of figures that you'd forgotten about over the years. We've really enjoyed doing this. Definitely one of my favorite shows. I know it's definitely one of JD's favorite shows. We hope that you would subscribe to the channel, share, comment below, argue with us, any of that fun social media stuff to help keep this show going. Because we do have plans for more shows, and this does seem to work a lot better than our audio podcast, so we'd definitely like to keep this going. Thanks for watching.